Hello. So, been thinking about what to talk about, and I've been at an 80th birthday party tonight. Birthday drinks, really. And I know Marian's daughter, Jackie. Jackie lives in Toronto, and we met a few years ago when I was her account manager when I used to work at Canon photocopiers. And I was her account manager at the time, and we became mates ever since. And we were just reminiscing actually tonight. But there was a couple there who they are parents of a guy who I used to go to school with, and I also used to work with the mum many years ago when I was doing a part-time job when I was at school. My mum also knows them, and my dad did. And they tragically lost their youngest son 12 months ago in a car accident. And I knew him, I didn't know him very well because he was younger than me. And it's one of those, you don't want to bring it up, but you don't want to ignore it anyway. So we spoke about it to both of them. I spoke to John at one point, and then I was speaking to Claire at another point, and just said, I'm really sorry. And it was amazing how both of them, they're very much both faith driven, very into the Catholic Church. John has had an amazing experience at the age of 35. I mean, he's double that age now, through the whole Catholic Church. So he's got huge faith and very much believes in the Catholic religion. I don't. I do believe we all are thinking about the same thing. You know, his God is my source energy. I was raised a Catholic, but I'm not a Catholic. I don't really believe in the, as I call it, pomp and ceremony, and that's not to be disrespectful to people that are into the Catholic religion. It's just not for me. You know, the whole genuflecting and holy water and all that sort of stuff. It's all about rituals, and that's not me. So, but I just thought it was really interesting and really enlightening because of their faith. They've probably got over the loss of, they haven't got over it, God no. They've been able to move forward with their life because of the faith, because they've got a community of people around them that are all into faith, into prayers. They've obviously got the church, they've got great family and friends, they've got two of the boys' sons and grandchildren, which makes a big difference. And it just made me think how grateful I am for not having to have gone through such tragedy. Yeah, I lost my dad nearly 13 years ago, but it wasn't in a tragic car crash. You know, he was ill for a while before he finally passed away, so it was kind of expected. This came out of the blue for them. You know, he was 36, I think, which is no age. And to make it even worse, it was a truck that was pulling a mobile home behind it, and both the driver and the company knew that the brakes were failing on this truck, but the driver, who was only 22, still took the truck out, and obviously the brakes failed, and he ploughed through an intersection, and that's when he ploughed into John Paul's car, or van. So yeah, it's a share of two things really. One is when you believe in something bigger than yourself, you take comfort in that in times of darkness, and that can really get you through what I wouldn't even want to imagine what that feels like. And I've forgotten what the second thing was. I think it was basically about being able to move forward with your life, because I know of people that have lost children that are stuck and have been for years, and almost feel like they have to just keep in the mourning process to almost honour that child's passing, which is crazy because that child would never want a parent to go through that. But also the other thing that I wanted to say was just how grateful I am, you know, in terms of the blessings in my life. And I think there is there's a great lesson to be taken from watching it, you know, parents like that in terms of how they're dealing with it and how they've dealt with it. And yes, it's tragic, but they have carried on with their life because they know that that's what their son would want, and that's what the faith has given them the strength to do. So that's what I wanted to share tonight. I've got to go and pack for Edinburgh. I'm going to see Joe Dispenza tomorrow. It is 11:30 and I haven't even packed yet. So see you tomorrow.